Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily Grinstead and I make videos about my faith, lifestyle, mental health, dating, all the things. I'm so glad that you're here. Please like this video and comment so I can say hi to you, and please subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any videos. It really helps me out and I would super appreciate it. So today I'm continuing our series about physical boundaries in dating. Earlier I had told you guys on Instagram that I kind of forgot to address how to even have this conversation about bringing up physical boundaries in dating. I talked about like how to set your own boundaries, when to have that conversation, and so today I just wanted to quickly refilm and chat about how to bring it up and how to initiate that conversation. So honestly, here's the thing. I feel like most people watching this are women. It doesn't always have to be you initiating this conversation. I know a lot of times it will fall on the girl to bring it up, but honestly, I've been in 3 relationships and 2 out of those 3 times, the guy actually brought it up, which to me was super attractive. And I was like, okay, this is very attractive to me that you're leading in this area and like, I don't know, showing me that you care about boundaries in my body and just honoring both of our sexualities. I just think it was very hot in my opinion. So if you're a dude watching this, initiate the boundaries conversation with your lady because it's very attractive and shows a lot of maturity and respect and strength. All good things we love. So yeah, I have initiated this conversation in 1 relationship. However, that will be a story that I tell you guys in my dating fails video that will be coming up because I did not do that well. So if I could go back and do that conversation again, I would say to bring up physical boundaries probably around when you have your first kiss, you know, determine what the relationship status is, kind of all that jazz. Usually those things all happened at the same time for me, like first kiss, officially boyfriend, girlfriend, and like, hey, let's talk about boundaries. Like we just had a first kiss, that's pretty intimate and special. And so might as well just talk about these things. So I would bring it up then. How I would have this conversation. I would have this conversation by saying, you know, hey, I would love to talk to you, John. We'll go with John. That's the first name that came to my brain. I've never dated a John. Anyways, hello, John. Good day, John. Be like, hey, John, I would love to talk to you about some things that are really important to me. You know, we've talked about faith, we've talked about yada yada. Another thing that's really important to me is that I am committed or recommitted to saving sex for marriage. You don't have to get into details about your past right now. I think, you know, talking about any sort of sexual past is very private and you need to figure out what's best for you in terms of divulging that information to a partner. I think it is important over time to open up more about that, but don't feel pressured to share all the details when you have this conversation. But I think it's important to say, you know, hey, I am saving sex for marriage, or you know, saving sex for marriage, even though I messed up in the past, like however you want to say that. You don't even have to tell him that you've had sex in the past. That's very much up to you when you want to talk about that. Anyways, I would just bring it up in that way, saying this is something that's important to me. You know, my boundaries are important to me because I want to honor God and my body and my future husband in this way. Give a little quick spiel and say, you know, I would love to talk to you, and just say, I would love to talk to you about our physical boundaries. Like, I'm obviously very attracted to you. I'm really excited that we're officially dating. Like, our first kiss was great, you know, whatever you want to say. But I think it would be really just important to kind of sit down and map out, what are we okay with? What are we not okay with? What is our boundary? How are we going to stay accountable to each other and to others in this area? And how are we going to just help support each other to keeping good physical boundaries? And when we approach it like that, in terms of, hey, this is a conversation that is important to me because it's something that I really value, that frames it in a less awkward context. And you're not blurting it out, you're not randomly being like, oh, by the way, like, I'm not doing this and this and this, or like, by the way, you can't touch me here, or like things that just come off kind of awkward. But if you, again, like, if you talk about boundaries in light of, hey, this is a part of my value system that's important to me, it's related to my faith, my beliefs about, you know, my body and sexuality, and just like guarding my heart in this relationship, and I think it's important to talk about. So I hope that's helpful. That is how I would initiate that conversation. And honestly, this conversation is a really good chance to see if this guy is who he says he is and if this guy is someone you want to keep dating, because if he doesn't respect you in this area, get out of there, sis. And I will talk about a difference in physical boundaries in my next video. I'm actually about to refilm that right now because I think that is something big to pay attention to. So, see you.